everybody, what's up? Fucking D&D update for this week. Real quickly though, you hear this? This is what an actual video sounds like when I do it at night in the dark. Notice how you don't hear the chair squeaking around every 5 fucking seconds? You notice that? Sorry, fucking that stupid fake napalm channels really fucking vexed me, and if I dare say, flustered. I know, fucking napalm breaking out the salty fucking language here. It's like, oh shit, man. He's flustered. Shit's going down. I mean, to be fair, it hasn't fucking enraged me to the point where I'm like, I gotta get back on YouTube and fucking squash this shit. I mean, as it stands right now, I'm fucking content with letting the assholes who are in on the fucking joke having their little fucking laughs and chuckles. And the poor fucking YouTube rubes who are actually desperate for me to fucking come back there. I'm willing to let them fucking hold on to their stupid little fucking sliver of false fucking hope. Although to be fair, like I don't know. I've actually been actively participating in the fucking that stupid fucking channel because two of the fucking videos I actually had say in them being uploaded. The fucking the I Hate Stoner video, because the person who actually did the fucking channel, they've been having a lot of fucking problems with the idiot fucking potheads. And I'm with that shit, I'm just like, okay, two things. One, don't they know that you and me are like very close fucking friends, so you can't obviously be that anti fucking stoner? And on the other hand, I say way worse shit about fucking stoners than you fucking do. I mean, you give stoners the benefit of the fucking doubt. I don't even fucking give them that shit. Fucking stupid one issue voters. Because seriously, if they weren't fucking. If these fucking morons who are voting on the single issue of legalizing marijuana, if that wasn't their one fucking issue, it'd be something fucking else that was just as fucking ridiculously fucking dumb. It's like, oh, I believe fucking restaurants should have the fucking right to discriminate against people based on fucking gender, race, or fucking sexuality. Because, the marketplace will sort that out. I know this isn't fucking really a goddamn fucking D&D video, is it? Shit. Let's remedy that shit. D&D this week. Pretty fun week. Had some good laughs. Had some good adventure. Overall, good week, I'd say. So starting off from where we were last week, we sold the ship, the fishing ship that we jacked at Rickety Squibs, and we decided to head off to Blood Cove to sell our illicitly gotten goods in more ways than one. Not just because we had to genocide an entire indigenous tribe to get these fucking trinkets, but because our DM fucking rolled on the wrong fucking chart and he gave us way more fucking gold than we should have fucking gotten at this point in the game. I mean, right now, when I get the chance to sell what my fucking little piece of the fucking treasure we got, I'm gonna be sitting on 8,000 fucking GP. That's enough for me to upgrade my fucking magical weapon and to get some magical armor. So I'm gonna be high on the hog for a while, people. That really only leaves the alchemist lab and the magical backpack. I know some people are like, magical backpack, why would you waste your money on that shit? Magical backpack's actually pretty fucking useful. Especially for me. Because I can actually fucking draw my potions out a lot fucking quicker, so it's not going to take me fucking insane amount of time to fucking buff up. I mean, it's still gonna take me an insane amount of time to buff up because I can only drink 2 potions around. 3 if I'm hasted. But I don't have access to that spell yet. I'm not gonna have access to that fucking spell until like fucking 7th level, so that's out of the cards for right now. Um, so we decided to hit on back to Blood Cove to sell our shit. Um, while keeping an eye out for villages and ships. So we come across a ruined village, but it had obviously been in ruins for some time, so we didn't even bother stopping to look. Cause like if it had been like, oh shit, these buildings are still on fire and there's still dead bodies fucking lying on the ground and shit, that would have probably been worth at least checking out. Cause we might be able to find some fucking scraps or whatever, or some survivors we can fucking press gain into being on our ship. But nah, fucking, these ones were fucking pretty much well picked over. Nature had started reclaiming the ruins and such shit. And, so we sail past that. On going on, we in the distance the next day we spotted a Chilaxian frigate. I believe it was. It was a much larger ship. It was either a frigate or a galley. I think it was a frigate. But so this ship was like at least double the size of ours. Had especially since it was Chilaxian, it probably had fucking devils and hell knights and fucking all kinds of insane, horrible shit. So my character was like, no, I don't want to fucking attack that shit. And, thankfully CJ was like, yeah, we're not going to attack a frigate. Especially considering the fact that we don't have any kind of siege weapons. So these fuckers are probably going to fucking just decimate at us at fucking range before we can even get to the fucking ship to get fucking slaughtered by the Chilaxians. So that's how I'm playing my fucking character. Like, he does not want to deal with Chilaxians. And when he does deal with them, he's going to fucking kill them. Just straight up. Like, I'm going to tell that, I'm saying this right now, getting it on fucking record. If we ever capture a Chilaxian ship, my character will kill all of the crew if he gets a fucking chance to. It's just going to be that fucking simple. He does not like Chilaxians. If you don't know what a Chilaxian is, in the Pathfinder campaign setting, on the planet Galarion, there's a nation, Chilaxia, which was basically part of a larger empire, but then the fucking god who ruled the empire fucking died, so the empire got thrown into fucking chaos, and the region that was now known as Chilaxia, one of the things they did to basically restore social order is they started making deals with devils. Which devils much like in regular Dungeons and Dragons, devils and Pathfinders are evil outsiders, so they're not native to the normal dimension that the game takes place on. They're native to their own little dimension, hell, and they're very regimented. Basically, think like the Roman Legion, but devils, and that's pretty much fucking hell in Pathfinder. They're very militaristic, very regimented, very orderly, but evil as fuck. So a devil. Like, I'm trying to think of a good way to differentiate a devil from a demon. A demon A demon will just basically fuck you over outright. Like, they'll just, like, if you try making a deal with a demon, they're just gonna fucking try to fuck you over outright when they're done doing whatever the fuck they're doing. They'll do what you want them to, but then they'll just fucking turn on you. A devil, on the other hand, they'll make a deal with you. And they'll fucking have a contract and everything, but they're the ones that'll have a little bit fucking of small fine print. And that's how a devil will fuck you over. Devils will, you know, they prefer, subtlety and deception compared to demons, which just, much prefer brute strength and seduction. So, that's kind of a little primer on how shit works in Galarion. So, and part of my character's backstory is, he spent a good 30 fucking years on a Chilaxian dreadnought. So he has a well fucking founded hatred of the Chilaxians and of imps. When it comes to devils in particular. That's another thing. If we run across any imps, my character will kill them too. Like, I don't fucking care. Um, so where were we? Okay. Oh yeah. So we saw them. They didn't see us, thankfully. Although there's a couple of things though. Like the part of the shackle. Okay, so this is going to be kind of hard to explain without visuals, but okay. Basically, in your mind, picture a crude map. So at the top of the map, you'd have basically Chilaxia. Okay? You have Chilaxia. Then you would have uh, like an area that's like right next to, basically think of the giant red spot on Jupiter, just a huge permanent storm. That is the Sodden Lands. They used to be their own two countries, but this magical hurricane that formed the same time when the god who ruled over what is now Chilaxia died. So those two countries got fucked as well. And then underneath the Sodden Lands is the Shackles, where we are. And then kinda to the south and to the east is the Memwangi Expanse. And then way at the fucking bottom would be Sargava, which used to be a colony of Chilaxia, but they broke off and they're their own independent nation now, and they use the Pirates of the Shackles as protection. So, seeing this ship, and Blood Cove isn't in the Shackles technically. It's like right on the border of the Memwangi Expanse and the Shackles. So, to see fucking a Chilaxian ship this far fucking south did not fucking bode well. Like, it does not. Like, because you gotta think of it this way. Not only did they have to get around the giant fucking permanent hurricane, which that takes a lot of fucking skill to do. Not only did they have to do that, they had to go all the way through the entirety of the Shackles. So they had to go through fucking heavily pirate infested waters to get to where they are fucking now. So, yeah, that's like, yeah, we're not fucking going up against that fucking ship. Like, fuck them. But thankfully, Fortune did end up smiling on us. 1 second. I had to move something. Fortune did end up smiling on us, and we found a small ship crewed by 4 elves. And, so we were like, fuck yeah, let's take this one. Because, we'll feel like big, important men when we beat up the four pitiful fucking elves. So, we managed to pull up beside it because this was a really shitty ship. It really was. But I'll get into more on that later. So, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll fucking forget about it, which I probably will, but fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll talk about it fucking now. Basically, after the battle, we find out, like, just, exploring the ship, basically what these elves did is they removed everything on the fucking ship that they could without it, you know, being undrivable, basically. So most of the interior walls were gone, shit like that, to basically hold their cargo, which was a shitload of fucking rum, which was awesome. But going into the fight, because this was actually rather interesting, we make our way up beside the elven ship, and we're like, CJ, our captain, he's not evil, so he's actually somewhat fair. That's why CJ's probably CJ. I'll be completely honest. CJ's the best fucking pick for captain in this game. He really fucking is. Like flat out. He's like not only because he's actually in the Navy and he knows an actual fucking thing or two about fucking order on a fucking ship, but he is the fairest and level-headed level-headed they're gonna fucking make fun of me for saying you can't even fucking say head. Fuck you. I'm mushmouth. I'm fucking from the south. I have to deal with that shit, and I'm fucking high most of the time. I can't fucking say words right, motherfuckers. Fuck you. So, CJ's like, surrender or we'll fucking kill you. And one of the elves is like, well, we got fucking this. And he had a piece of burning rope and he was holding it over, like, the grate in the middle of the fucking deck of the ship. Basically signaling that they were willing to blow up the ship if we tried to attack them, which, that's just pretty much like fucking saying that's inviting us to fucking attack their stupid goofy asses, which we fucking did, and we brutalized fucking them. We just jumped over. Me and Silver focused on the dude with the burning rope, which I managed to entangle him. Like, I gotta say, I think I've lamented in a couple of past ones, like, oh man, I haven't been actually using my net or anything, but now I'm actually fucking starting to use my net more and more for just one simple reason. Net goes against touch AC, and this is getting into the mechanics of Dungeons and Dragons and Pathfinder a bit, but there's three types of armor class. There's your normal armor class, which is what is usually rolled against. Then there's the flat-footed armor class, which is basically when you're caught off guard. So, say there's a guard walking down a fucking a street, and my character's in an alleyway and the guard doesn't see him and he walks by my character jumps out and fucking hits him in the back. He would be flat-footed there. So basically when you're flat-footed, you don't get your dexterity bonus added to your AC. And then there's touch AC, which is pretty much just what it sounds like. It's you're touching somebody. So regular armor doesn't count there because it that doesn't matter. Like if you touch their armor, that's just as fucking good because like a lot for example, one of the more well-known touch spells, shocking grasp, which pretty much does what it says. It charges your hand full of electricity. So if you touch somebody who's wearing armor, it's not going to matter that you fucking touch their armor. That electricity is still fucking going to go right through them. So you count your fucking arm, you count your dexterity bonus to touch AC. But the beautiful thing about touch AC, almost everything has low touch AC. There's exceptions, especially when you start getting into magical creatures, higher level NPCs, shit like that. When you have people who can actually afford magical armors, because that fucking magical bonus applies to touch AC. That's when you'll start fucking having a lot more trouble with hitting people with touch AC. But it's very rare. It really is. It's very rare to have characters who have touch AC over 20. Like a lot of the higher level characters will still only have touch ACs in the range of like 17 to 18. But like the net, it doesn't hit against your normal AC, it hits against your touch AC because it's a ranged touch attack. So, that's pretty good. And the fucking abilities you have to use to get out of a net are fairly fucking high. I mean, you have to make either an escape artist check of 20 or a strength check of 25. And then, of course, if you have a magical net, those numbers go up in accordance to however much your magical bonus is to a net. Now, that's one thing that's kind of bummed me out with the net, though. It's like, I'm thinking, I'm trying to, because it's not really clear on it, but I'm like, could I add in an ability like, for example, could I add something like flaming to a net? And flaming does what it sounds like. It adds magical fire to your net, to your weapon. So I'm more, but that's the weird thing. Nets don't do damage. They only entangle people. Unless you're using there's another type of net, which I don't currently have, which basically it lets you entangle somebody, and then when they're entangled, instead of doing an attack that round, you can trip them. You can make a free trip check against them, that's actually pretty decent, and I might later on take that. I mean, later on find one of those nets. So, fuck, I've been talking about nets so long. I've completely forgotten what I was fucking talking about. But anyways, we fucking stormed the fucking ship. Okay, I hit the motherfucker with the net. Silver fucking comes over and just brutalizes him. Fratus and CJ are running interference. Um, Pretty much it. The funniest thing though in that battle was some guy, one of the elves, managed to knock CJ off the ship into the water, and then it was my turn. So I was like, "Oh, he'll fucking do that to the captain." I fucking think not. So I fucking knocked that fucker off into the water, and long story short, he ends up getting fucking eaten by a shark. I mean, CJ could have been fucked. Like, if Landon had said this shark was approaching from the side that CJ fell into, like, he would have been completely fucking boned. But thankfully he didn't. Ooh, I feel like I got poop. I might have to fucking. I don't know. I might have to do an intermission because I really gotta fucking go BM. I'll try holding it. Ain't got that much left to talk about, anyways. So, yeah, we managed to take the ship, and then we find out, about all the rum in it and stuff, and, we were like, yay, rum. There was a rather long conversation on whether or not we should keep this ship, which, we decided to just sell it, because it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't so much the size of it, it was a very small ship, but it was just such a shitty fucking ship. If it had been a kill boat, like that would have been different. Cause kill boats are actually fairly fucking decent. You can, you can only have like a crew of 15 fucking people on a kill boat, which is not that fucking much, and like you can have maybe one or two fucking siege weapons on it, but kill boats are one of the most stable and multi-useful boats in the game because unlike most boats in Pathfinder and probably in regular Dungeons and Dragons, though the sailing rules are a bit different, so I'm not completely sure on this. But kill boats are one of the few boats that can pretty much go anywhere. Not only can they sail on the open sea, but they can also sail along the coast. They can sail in rivers and they can sail in lakes. So they're fucking very useful. Especially, if you have to go inland. Like say, you're a pirate, you have like a little you want to make a pirate base, but you don't want to be just out on the fucking, coast, just there fucking being like, hey, attack us. We're right fucking here, set siege to our fucking, our den of fucking scum and villainy. Not like, no, you set your fucking base a little bit inland and you use the fucking kill boats to get up there and fucking, stock your fucking base and whatever you're gonna fucking do. So, we just decided to sell the ship to Rickety Squibs for for scrap. Kept the rum though, and they also had a ballista, so that probably more so than the rum made attacking that ship useful. So, you know, we got a ballista now. That's pretty good. It's only one fucking weapon, especially for a ship our size that can house 16 large siege weapons. One siege weapon is kind of fucking piddly ass, but fuck you. We've only had this ship for like in game 13 fucking days. So, I think we're doing pretty good for, 2 weeks at being fucking actual real pirates instead of being Shanghai fucking monkeys on a fucking shit vessel like the Wormwood. So once we get back to Rickety Squibs, we basically decide, like, we keep fucking jumping back and forth between Rickety Squibs and fucking Blood Cove. Why don't we just go and start looking for some of this fucking treasure? So, we decide, following CJ's hunch, he figured that one of the treasures that we had on our treasure map, a metal bird, was on this one island. So we start sailing off to that island. And pretty uneventful getting there. I mean, actually, completely uneventful. Nothing fucking happened. I'm waiting though. I really am. In this game, I'm really truly waiting for the fucking. There's two things I'm waiting for in this game. Two things that haven't happened yet, but I'm completely fucking, absolutely, 100 fucking percent positive this shit's gonna go down at some point. One, we will fight a kraken. I know this. Like, you do not make